Hello guys, welcome back to Beyond the Realms, and what do you think? I'm in black and white now. Whoa! So, I'm going to start a new series here on the channel. This kind of just popped up in my head, and I'm going to call it When the World Was Black and White. And, I have come to love black and white films. I mean, I always have. It's always been in my blood. Ever since I've watched movies, TV, whatever, I've always really liked black and white, but the older I get, the further I've dug deeper into black and white films, black and white horror films, drama films, Hitchcock films. And there's just this piece that comes with a black and white film for me. Like if I'm having a bad day or if I'm having a down day or whatever, I will come to my collection and purposely look for a black and white film. It just gives me this warm feeling. There's something about putting in a film from the past like that. That's the world is just so different now than what it was then, and just like it's like looking through a time capsule, how things were, and just the clothing, the acting, the styles, the way they put stories together. Then I just love it. The music, I just love them. I love them. And, it all really stems from when I was growing up. The first thing I can remember loving that was black and white as a kid, which I've watched since I was a very little kid, is the Munsters TV show and Leave It to Beaver. I grew up heavily from that time period also with It's a Wonderful Life, Miracle on 34th Street. But you can expect me to talk about things like that in this series. It's probably going to be reviews, but it also just may be something I want to talk about that's from black and white films. And it doesn't necessarily have to be an old black and white film. I might talk about The Man Who Wasn't There from the Coen brothers, or Ed Wood, which are two modern films that are black and white that I absolutely love. Two of my all-time favorite films right there. So it doesn't have to necessarily be an old film, but it would probably primarily lean towards classic black and white cinema, just for obvious reasons. That's where most of it's from, But, growing up, watching the Munsters, that just got black and white, the look into my head, especially that TV show is just so striking in so many ways. There's so many awesome visuals in it. That's kind of what pulled me into black and white, filmmaking. And Night of the Living Dead, that's another one, that's just classic. All of the old Universal monster movies, the Godzilla movies. I remember watching Godzilla movies on TV on Saturday afternoons. So that just really started my love for black and white films. And like I said, the older I've gotten, the more I've gotten into classic black and white films that I would have never given a chance earlier in my life, but now I've become a more sophisticated film watcher, and I've went back and started watching stuff like The Maltese Falcon, like I said, all the Hitchcock films and just things like that, man, and Citizen Kane. These are all films, TV shows, whatever, that I plan on talking about on this series. So it's going to be called When the World Was Black and White. And where that name comes from, guys, in case you're wondering, I can remember at one time when I was a kid just wondering, like, man, things were black and white then? Like, thinking like the whole world was black and white, being a naive kid that doesn't know, when you're seeing that, like thinking, wow, when did they get color in the world? Not just on TV, but when did the world become in color? So that's kind of like the reason for the name, like When the World Was Black and White, So I hope you guys will enjoy this series. I don't expect it to be a big hit. I don't expect these videos to probably get a lot of hits. I don't know, we'll see. But it's just, like I've always said on here, man, I want to do stuff that I'm passionate about, and I'm very passionate about black and white films, and I hope at least some of you will be into checking these out. There's definitely going to be horror films talked about, without a doubt. Psycho, Freaks, Night of the Living Dead, Black Sunday, all of those classic films like that, Eyes Without a Face. These are all stuff I'm going to talk about. It's going to be wide open. you know, just all different types of things. I don't know how many episodes this will be. I don't know how long it'll go on. I don't know, you know. But I want to try to keep the videos to about 5 minutes a piece. I don't want to overstay my welcome with each video and just go on, you know. So we'll see how this goes, guys. But let me know down below if you think this is a good idea and if you plan on joining me for this series. I hope that you will. I'm going to try to make it fun. They're all going to be in black and white because it just seems fitting, right? So stay tuned, guys. The first episode will be coming up very soon. I'm not sure exactly when. I just wanted to get this video out there and spread the word that this is a series that will be coming very soon to this channel. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see you in black and white very soon.